Hi, I'm Daniel Burstein, Director of Editorial Content at Mech Labs. I'm here at Marketing Sherpa Marketing Experiments Web Optimization Summit in New York City, and I'm with Michael Norton from Harvard Business School. Mike, thanks for joining us here.
Thank you.
And he just got off the stage, just spoke to us about some really interesting experiments you conducted about showing your work and transparency and how you show all of the effort that you put into your customers.
Again, independent of the service being delivered, we value the labor that people put in. Whether it's rational or not, separate question, but it's very strong in us that we like to see people working on our behalf. You see this with professional athletes as well. People get very angry at professional athletes that don't look like they're trying. It's like, why isn't he sweating when he's a professional athlete? Maybe he's just really, really good at it, but we don't like it. We like to see work being put in on our behalf. And we thought, I wonder, this is something that happens interpersonally, like sweating. We can see that someone's working really hard. Can this be applied to online environments as well? And it seems strange at first because as far as I know, computers don't sweat and they don't work hard either because they're computers, right? So we design them to do what we want. But we wondered whether we could actually build some of these insights into how interfaces work on computers, where people would start to feel like the service was working for them in the same way they feel like this guy is working for them. And that perception of effort might make them like the service even more.
I wonder if you could talk about some of your experiments and how they might apply to content marketing.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. We always show that basically when people show the work that they're doing, people love it. And it can be from someone, your plumber, to a website that's showing you what they're doing for you. Visualizing the effort seems to make people really feel like something good is happening here. And with content, often it just shows up, you know, feels like here's a video, here's a piece of writing. It doesn't seem like it was that hard for this person to create this piece of content. It just seemed like it was easy. We've actually worked with companies to try to show the work that goes into content, and that actually makes people value content more. Knowing how many people or how long people worked on a piece that I'm viewing makes me think it's better and makes me enjoy it even more.
So if you're like, let's say, a software company or an agency or a consultancy, and those are perfect examples of software, we just want to download it and get it for free. What are some ideas? How can you show the work of what went into the software, maybe, if you're a content marketer?
We have actually worked with a firm that basically, you can upload videos and then they'll help you edit them. So they're a service provider that has an incredibly complicated algorithm to take your terrible videos and put them immediately into a format where you can make them amazing. And they spent an enormous amount of time and money developing this, but it's so good that people think it can't be that hard because it happens immediately. As soon as I put my video on, it's done. And we've worked with them to really try to show all the steps in the process that they're doing for you to take the terrible thing that you started with and turn it into something that you can really kind of envision and make better.
That's awesome. It gets me thinking too, marketers always question, how much copy should I have? Like how many things do I have to give the customer before they'll convert? And it seems like this really ties into storytelling too, where I like to think of Star Wars as an example, right? George Lucas could have just said like, you won't believe this, you know, that's his sister, that's his dad, and you know, and that'd be the whole story, but he took 3 movies or 9 movies to say it. So does storytelling kind of play into that as well?
It really does. I mean, we see that when companies tell a story about the work that they went through to cause the service to happen for you or to create this product, that those stories alone can be very interesting. In fact, there's some very cool research on underdog effects, where when companies say, we started from scratch in our garage, and look at us now, and they describe their struggle to make it, controlling for how good their actual service is, something about us seems to really resonate with this idea that they pulled themselves up from their bootstraps and made it, and we like their products better when we hear that narrative than when we don't hear it.
That's excellent. Well, thanks for joining us.